Hello, hello, hello. Responses first. David. First off, the echo was better. I don't exactly know what all those noises were, the ducks and the roofing and the whatever, but it wasn't so bad. I see that you're hitting some of the classics with your reading list. It's totally fine if you plan on writing them up, but I would appreciate if you want to email them to me. Katie, you should get on that syllabus business because I want to read this stuff. David, are you just like missing school so much that you actually want to be like assigned books to read and things to write about? As for the not checking a bag thing, I have recently reconsidered and I think I'm going to. Originally, I just didn't want to spend the extra money, but I'm thinking now it's going to be worth it. I am flying on American Airlines and my flight leaves here at 10:50 and lands in Chicago at 2:16. Speaking of, I know that your flight is earlier, so are you planning on like hanging out there at the airport or what? Because I don't know where I should meet you. By the way, I know that you said that your flight was really early and I think you said you plan on taking the bus from Boulder. I think that's at like 3 a.m., right? So I'm just kind of wondering what your plan is. Like, are you going to take the bus into Boulder from Lyons the night before and then just hang out? Because I did learn about like a 24-hour cafe place on Pearl Street, so you could hang out there if you want. You can also take the bus from Lyons into Boulder and then the hop over to the movie theater and catch like a late movie or something. But then you'd have to like walk all the way back because the buses won't run that late. You would also maybe want to find out if the bus station has like lockers or something where you could leave your stuff because otherwise you're going to be carrying that crap around everywhere with you. But anyway, there's a little bit of only partially helpful, completely unsolicited advice. Somebody, because I was also thinking that sounded kind of awesome. Katie, I hope that your feet are smelling better. Here's yet another punishment reminder. I like that you first called it a concert and you put the correction on the screen, but it like came at the wrong time. And I think it's also technically a convention, not a conference, but I get those mixed up too. And I'm also really excited. And I have no idea what the deal is with this 23 subscribers thing. When you actually click on our creator page, it says that we only have 5 subscribers, which I think is actually 2 less than we used to have. And don't you worry, Katie, I am in the same boat on the 21 Pilots thing. I haven't really been a big fan of 21 Pilots, but yesterday I went and bought this whole CD because I like pretty much all the songs on it and it was only $10 at Target. Alrighty, other matters. Are we planning to maybe put videos on hold for the next couple weeks? Be together, so I don't really think it's strictly necessary, and it's also going to be really hard for David and I to like put them together and edit and put them up and everything, so we should think about that. I've had more homework from work this week, so I've been boxing these kinds of cards now, so there's that. I also just checked out like 5 books from the library, but I realized I'm leaving in like a week and I'm not going to be able to read all of those, so I'm going to have to take them back. Poor unread books. I am getting more and more psyched for this trip. I went and bought some candy. I have not bought any more train tickets though, which I know I should do. David, I'm going to email you about that. I'm going to a Pinterest party on Saturday. We're going to make Halloween decorations and eat brunch. And of course there was the Supermoon, Eclipse, Bloodmoon thing the other night. Do you guys remember when a few years back, Ryan had heard that there was going to be some kind of supermoon thing? He'd come over to my house to hang out one night and he was all excited that he had this thing planned because apparently we used to have some trouble coming up with things that we were going to do. We're way better at that now. Anyway, he wouldn't tell us what it was, but he made us climb all the way up to the L and then the timing was off and like we totally missed it, so it just looked like a regular moon. I don't know who all was there for that. Katie, I think maybe you weren't, but I think that you can still appreciate the Ryan story. Such typical Ryan shenanigans. I will see your videos in the next couple days and I will see you next week.
Okay, enough moving. Oh! Never get it!